What's up, Trash Canyons? Uh, a surprise update by Voldex has dropped. No idea how long this has been out. What day is it? It's Wednesday. I knew that. And, yeah, so this update's out. And basically, now for starter vehicles, you can choose the bootleg GSXR, which at least they are honest with themselves. You can choose the Porsche 911, God knows what gen, classic special edition thing, or you can choose a BMW. I think that's an M3, but I don't know because I don't like BMWs that much. So I thought this was actually really weird to see, to be honest. And let's talk about it. I think car games these days, I'm not actually sure. Let's start off with this. I'm not sure that if this is a good idea or a bad idea for player retention. On one hand, you get a better car than the old starter car, which was something nobody cared about. But on the other hand, is it going to help that much? I want to know what the real purpose of this was. So let's just take the Porsche, which is the obvious enthusiast car, right? I suspect that's the most valuable. I don't know. Then you can sell that for 45k. Firstly, is the old car still available? Let's see. Yes, it's right there. And then, yeah, as I thought, the Porsche is the most valuable by far. So, I'm just curious what the purpose of this is. Like, I mean, I guess more variety is cool. However, I think it's a weird go to the dealership and look at some good starter cars that I would personally use. So, I think, to be completely honest, Porsche, as far as starter cars go, simply too nice. And as an enthusiast vehicle, like, it's good, but I think better cars for starter cars. If I was to pick 3 cars out of this, I would, for one, not use a motorcycle. That would be very far down because the chassis is kind of goofy still. I would choose this BMW, older BMW, very first car-y, an S2000 enthusiast car, definitely better than the BMW, but still could be a first like good starter car. I would pick a Miata if that was still in game. What is this music? Ugh. And then I would also pick the C3. I think that's the C3, whatever it is yet. C something, because it's American and people like American cars or whatever. So I think those 3 would have made more sense for starter cars. Now I'm just actually going to talk about, like, why change it? And I'm not even saying this is a bad update. I'm completely neutral on this. I truly don't care because it doesn't make a difference. If anything, it'll be nice to not just see Rice starter cars everywhere. I'm just kind of confused as to why they changed it because, yeah, it was just weird. But I do think better cars could have been chosen as I just listed there. So, yeah, ultimately, what's the point in this video, you might ask? That they added new starter cars, and this is one of them. And this is way too expensive, in my opinion, and way too nice to be a starter car in any game at all. It's just kind of weird. I know Ultimate Driving now, the starter car is like a McLaren MP412C. And I don't entirely understand it because I think that makes the game, if anything, lose some of its interest. Because if you're starting out and driving Empire, you would start out with that junky old car that absolutely sucked that nobody ever wanted. Whereas now you can start out with a motorcycle or a Porsche, and if you're just somebody who wants to play for 1 second and drive around an exotic car or a nice motorcycle or whatever, what is the point in even playing the game for more than 5 minutes when you just start out with a Porsche? So I don't know, maybe I'm thinking too deep into this on that particular aspect, but yeah, Trash Canyons, just so you know, they have now added 3 starter cars instead of 1, well 2, and 1 bike, which is cool. I'm all for the variety, and the extra choices is sick. I'm just a little confused. But yeah, that's gonna do it for the video. Thank you all for watching. Bye, Trash Canyons.